I'm Dr. Connie. I'm your host of Mind Your Health podcast. I share my unique perspective both as a practitioner and a patient battling autoimmune condition for over 25 years because I had to figure things out on my own, and my education in my practical approach as a patient allows me to truly integrate it so that you can be whole and the burden of sick care is no longer your own burden to carry. And this is what we help you with in this podcast.
Hey guys, it's Dr. Connie with Mind Your Health. Excuse me, my dogs are barking away. I don't know who's at the door, but it's part of being a dog mom. I hope you guys are doing great. Super excited about this week's podcast. All about the enteric nervous system, all about the gut, okay? So I just want to welcome you to our podcast series on the EASE methodology. It's something that I created to really integrate all aspects of functional medicine, yoga, and empowered psychology, as well as the autonomic self-regulation. It's all the pieces and pieces that come together seamlessly to provide you with the ultimate approach to longevity and your health. In this first episode, we're focusing on the enteric nervous system, EASE method, EASE, enteric nervous system, autonomic nervous system, somatic nervous system, and empowered psychology is the order by which we'll be covering. And enteric nervous system, ENS, is a key player in our gut health and overall well-being. And ENS is often referred to as our body's second brain, due to its complexity and significant impact on our overall health. So let's dive right into the introduction to the ENS. We're going to be covering a lot, so you might want to have your notebook out. I wanted to give you a diverse background in all things about enteric nervous system, because enteric nervous system is a complex network of neurons that is embedded in the lining of the gastrointestinal tract. It's an extensive and intricate system, often referred to as the second brain, due to its autonomy and significant influence over the digestion and anything gut-related. The ENS is located within the walls of the GI tract, stretching from the esophagus, which is your throat, to the anus, and it primarily resides in two layers of the GI tract lining, the myenteric plexus and submucosal plexus. The myenteric plexus, positioned between the muscular layers of the gut, primarily controls gut motility, the contractions of the smooth muscles that propel food through the digestive system. And the submucosal plexus, located in the submucosa, which is a layer beneath the gut lining, mainly regulates the enzyme secretion, blood flow within the gut, and is involved in local immune responses as well. The ENS operates largely independent of the central nervous system, although it does interact with it. It contains as many neurons as a spinal cord and uses more than 30 neurotransmitters similar to the brain. It plays a crucial role in managing the digestive process, including the coordination of muscle contractions for moving food along the GI tract, regulating gastric acid secretion, and controlling blood flow to the gut for nutrient absorption and waste removal. The ENS is also vital in sensing environmental conditions within the gut, such as nutrient content and pH levels, and in responding appropriately to maintain a healthy digestive environment. This extensive network within the gut not only orchestrates a complex array of digestive functions, but also communicates with the brain, influencing emotional and mental well-being as well. We cannot ignore that. The health of the ENS is therefore not just essential for digestion, but also for overall physical and mental health as well. So I want to discuss the ENS, how it regulates the process of digestion from swallowing to the release of enzymes and bowel movements. The enteric nervous system plays a pivotal role in regulating the digestive process from the moment food enters the mouth until it is excreted. The complex network of neurons, often called the body's second brain, is crucial in orchestrating the various aspects of digestion. So I want to explain how the ENS regulates each stage of digestion. Number one, swallowing and esophageal function. When the food is swallowed, the ENS coordinates the relaxation and contraction of the muscles in the esophagus, the throat. And this action, known as peristalsis, propels the food from the throat down into the stomach. And the ENS ensures that this process is smooth and properly timed. Second is stomach functioning. In the stomach, the ENS regulates the secretion of gastric juices, including hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes, which are essential for breaking down food. It also controls the rhythmic contractions of the stomach muscles, gastric motility, to further mechanically break down the food into semi-liquid form called chyme. The ENS monitors the contents of the stomach and adjusts the gastric secretions and motility accordingly, ensuring efficient digestion without damaging the stomach lining. From the stomach, it goes now into the third aspect, which is the small intestine digestion. As the chyme moves into the small intestine, the ENS regulates the release of enzymes from the pancreas and bile from the gallbladder, critical for digesting fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. It also controls the movement of the small intestine, ensuring that the chyme is properly mixed with the digestive juices and absorbed. And this involves coordinating the opening and closing of valves, like the pyloric sphincter, between different digestive organs. This just shuts and opens, and it's an autonomic response. And most people, if it's not functioning properly, we have a backlog of things coming in which affect our microbiome as well. The fourth aspect is large intestine and bowel movements. In the large intestine, there is the ascending, transverse, and descending. And ENS's role shifts towards absorbing water and electrolytes from the remaining indigestible food matter and moving the waste towards the rectum for excretion. It regulates the process of peristalsis here too, but at a slower pace, allowing for the thorough extraction of water and formation of solid waste, which is essentially your feces. And finally, the ENS is involved in the defecation reflex. It coordinates the relaxation of the rectal muscles and the anal sphincter to allow for bowel movements. And throughout this entire process, the ENS functions largely independently, but it can communicate with the central nervous system to regulate digestion according to the body's needs. For example, under stress, the ENS might slow down digestion as part of the body's fight or flight response. And this intricate regulation ensures that the digestive system operates efficiently, adapting to various dietary inputs and body's metabolic demands. The enteric nervous system, often termed the body's second brain, also plays a significant role in producing neurotransmitters, including serotonin, which have a profound effect on mood and emotional health. This aspect of the ENS highlights the deep connection between the gut and the brain, often referred to as the gut-brain axis. Serotonin, which is a key neurotransmitter associated with feelings of happiness and well-being, is predominantly produced in the gut. And surprisingly, about 90 to 95% of the body's serotonin is found in the gastrointestinal tract, where it is synthesized by the enterochromaffin cells in the mucosal lining of the stomach and intestines. The ENS then uses serotonin to regulate various aspects of digestion, and this includes modulating intestinal movements, controlling the secretion of digestive juices, and regulating blood flow in the gut. Serotonin produced in the gut doesn't directly contribute to serotonin levels in the brain due to the blood-brain barrier. However, the gut's production of serotonin can influence brain function indirectly. The ENS communicates with the central nervous system through the vagus nerve, one of the primary nerves connecting the gut and the brain. And changes in the gut serotonin levels may signal the brain and affect mood and emotional states. And research has shown that the gut microbiota, the diverse community of microorganisms living in the digestive tract, can also influence the production of serotonin in the gut. So can gut health affect anxiety? This is a common question that I get. Yes, this suggests that the state of the gut microbiome can indirectly affect mood, anxiety, and emotional well-being. And I think this is super important. The gut-brain axis is a bi-directional communication system where the gut and the brain continuously interact and influence each other. While the ENS regulates the gut function, the central nervous system can also affect gut activity and serotonin production. For instance, stress and anxiety can alter gut motility and neurotransmitter production, which can lead to gastrointestinal issues and mood changes. The interplay indicates that maintaining gut health is not only important for digestive wellness, but also for mental health. Disruptions in the gut microbiome, or ENS function, can potentially lead to mood disorders, anxiety, as well as depression. The ENS's role in producing serotonin and other neurotransmitters is a critical aspect of its influence on overall health. And it underscores the importance of gut health in maintaining not only physical wellness, but also mental and emotional balance as well. And this understanding has led to growing interest in gut health as a potential therapeutic area for mood disorders and stress-related conditions. So one other questions that I get a lot is, are gut tests worth it? Determining the value of gut health tests require considering a few practical and common sense factors. Common sense is important here. Understanding your needs, number one. If you're experiencing digestive issues or symptoms that you can't explain, a gut health test might provide insights. However, if you're generally healthy and have no specific concerns, such tests may not offer much additional value. Second thing I want you to consider is the scientific validity. Many gut health tests available to consumers aren't backed by robust scientific evidence. While they can identify certain bacteria present in your gut, the interpretation of these results and their link to health conditions can be speculative. Then you want to consider cost versus benefit. These tests can be expensive, and they're often not covered by insurance. So I want you to weigh the cost against the potential benefit you might gain. And if the test won't significantly change your lifestyle or approach to health, it might not be worth the investment. And then I want you to consider actionable results. Consider whether the test results will provide actionable information. Some tests may offer dietary recommendations or other lifestyle changes, but these are often general advice that can be obtained without the test as well. And then I want you to consider what other alternative approaches. Because for common digestive issues, initial steps often include dietary changes, stress management, and regular exercise. And there you have it. That might fix most of your issues. And these approaches can be implemented without the need for a specialized test. And then there is the medical advice. Before investing in a gut health test, it's wise to consult with your healthcare professional. They can provide guidance based on your specific health needs and may suggest more proven diagnostic methods if necessary. And then you need to consider false sense of security or alarm. There's risks of these tests either unduly unalarming you, okay? Because we may sort of push ourselves to be stressed out for no reason at all, okay? And it might be giving you a false sense of security as well. The gut microbiome is complex, and its direct impact on health is still a developing area of study. So it's not it's not foolproof science is what I want to say, okay? While gut health tests can be intriguing and potentially useful for some, I found that for me, I've done a lot of them and I pretty much exhausted all my options. And then I was left with not much difference in my approach to dealing with these issues. So all in all, I felt like I wasted a lot of time and money. Another question that I get is, does gut health affect your skin? Yes, the health of your gut can indeed have a significant impact on your skin, a relationship often referred to as the gut-skin axis. This connection is complex and involves multiple factors. Number one is microbiome balance. Your gut hosts a vast community of microbes, the microbiome, that play a crucial role in overall health. An imbalance in these microbes, dysbiosis, can contribute to inflammatory responses that may manifest in the skin, leading to conditions like acne, eczema, or psoriasis. And then there's the inflammation. Chronic inflammation in the gut can lead to systemic inflammation, which may affect the skin. Conditions like inflammatory bowel disease have been associated with various skin disorders as well. And then there's the nutrient absorption. Gut health is crucial for absorption of nutrients that are vital for skin health, like vitamins A, C, E, and D, as well as antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids. A compromised gut can lead to deficiencies that may affect your skin's appearance and health. And then there is a consideration about the immune system function, because a large part of the immune system is located in the gut. When the gut is unhealthy, it can trigger an immune response that might manifest as skin inflammation or allergic reactions, including conditions like dermatitis. And then I want you to consider hormonal balance. The gut microbiome can influence hormonal balance. For instance, an unhealthy gut may contribute to the overproduction of certain hormones like androgens, which can exacerbate acne. And then there is the stress response. The gut is closely linked to the brain via the gut-brain axis. Stress can impact gut health, which in turn can affect the skin. And this often is seen in conditions like stress-induced acne or other skin flare-ups. Then there is the detoxification. The gut plays a significant role in eliminating toxins from the body. And when the gut health is compromised, the efficiency of the detoxification process decreases, potentially leading to skin issues. So improving gut health can often have positive effects on your skin health. This can include dietary changes to support a healthy microbiome, like increasing fiber intake, consuming fermented foods, and reducing processed foods. Managing stress, ensuring adequate sleep, and staying hydrated. However, it's also important to know that gut-skin connection is still a growing area of research, and individual responses can vary significantly. For specific skin issues, it's always advisable to consult a dermatologist or healthcare provider. The enteric nervous system, while primarily associated with gastrointestinal functions, has broader implications for overall health, particularly in terms of immune response and nutrient absorption. The health of the ENS can have a profound impact on the body's general well-being, far beyond just the digestive system. The GI tract governed by the ENS is a significant component of the body's immune system. A large portion of the body's immune cells resides in the gut, making it a key site for immune response. And this alone is enough for you to pay attention. So remember, ENS plays a vital role in regulating the gut barrier's permeability and the interactions between the gut microbiota and immune cells. And this regulation is crucial for maintaining a balanced immune response, preventing pathogens from entering the bloodstream, and avoiding excessive inflammation. The ENS communicates with the immune system, sending signals that can influence immune cell activity and inflammatory responses. A healthy ENS ensures that these communications are appropriate and help maintain immune homeostasis. The ENS is essential in orchestrating the digestive process and ensuring that the food is adequately broken down and the nutrients are ready for absorption. The ENS regulates the movement of digested food along the intestines and the functioning of the intestinal cells responsible for nutrient uptake. It ensures that nutrients like vitamins and minerals and carbohydrates and proteins and fats are efficiently absorbed into the bloodstream so your body can use it for energy. The ENS also influences the environment in which the gut microbiota may thrive. A healthy microbiota is essential for breaking down certain foods like dietary fibers and producing vital nutrients like certain B vitamins and short-chain fatty acids. Given its role in immune regulation and nutrient absorption, the health of the ENS can affect the entire body. Issues with the ENS can lead to malabsorption of nutrients, weakened immune responses, and increased susceptibility to infections and chronic inflammatory conditions. There is growing evidence linking gut health to various chronic diseases, including metabolic disorders like diabetes, autoimmune diseases, and even neurological conditions like Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's. The health of the enteric nervous system is not just about digestive health. It's intricately linked to the body's immune function and its ability to absorb and utilize nutrients. The ENS, through its complex interactions and regulatory mechanisms, plays a crucial role in maintaining overall health and resilience against diseases, and understanding and supporting ENS health is therefore a key component of holistic health and well-being. The communication between enteric nervous system and the central nervous system, particularly the brain, is a fundamental aspect of body's integrated functioning. And this connection, known as the gut-brain axis, involves complex pathways that allow for bidirectional communication, meaning signals flow from the gut to the brain and vice versa. And here's how this intricate communication takes place. The vagus nerve is a key component of the gut-brain axis. It's one of the longest nerves in the body, connecting the brainstem to the gut. The ENS sends signals to the brain through the vagus nerve, and these signals can inform the brain about the state of the gut, like the presence of certain nutrients, the gut microbiota composition, or the level of inflammation. Conversely, the brain uses the vagus nerve to signal or send signals to the ENS, influencing the gut motility, enzyme secretion, and various other functions as well. For instance, during stress, the brain can signal the gut to slow down or speed up its processes. The ENS and the gut in general produce a variety of neurotransmitters and hormones, some of which are same or as similar to those found in the brain, like serotonin and dopamine. These chemicals can influence mood and cognition, and although they don't directly cross the blood-brain barrier, their levels in the gut can affect brain function indirectly. For example, the gut-derived serotonin can signal the brain through the vagus nerve and other pathways, potentially affecting mood and emotional states as well. The ENS then interacts with the gut's immune cells, playing a role in the body's immune responses. And these immune interactions can send signals to the brain, particularly in the case of inflammation or infection in the gut. The inflammatory cytokines produced in the gut can impact the brain, sometimes contributing to changes in mood or cognitive function. The trillions of microorganisms residing in the gut, collectively known as the microbiota, interact with the ENS and can send signals to the brain. And metabolites produced by these microorganisms, such as short-chain fatty acids, can influence brain function and behavior as well. The gut microbiota also plays a role in modulating the immune system and can impact the brain through the immune-mediated pathways. And the gut also functions as endocrine organ, releasing hormones into the bloodstream that can reach the brain and influence its functioning. And the communication between the ENS and the CNS, central nervous system, is multifaceted, involving neural pathways like the vagus nerves, neurotransmitters, hormones, immune responses, and gut microbiota. And this complex network not only underscores the importance of gut health in relation to overall well-being, but also highlights the gut's significant influence on mental health, stress response, and emotional regulation. So understanding and nurturing this gut-brain connection is becoming increasingly recognized as essential for both physical and mental health. And the connection between gut health and mental health, particularly in the context of conditions like anxiety and depression, has been a growing area of interest in the medical and psychological research. And this link is often explored through the lens of the gut-brain axis, the bidirectional communication pathway between the gastrointestinal tract and the brain. And so I want to just share the key research findings in this area, because research has shown that composition of gut microbiota can have significant effects on the brain chemistry and consequently on behavior and mood. For instance, certain strains of gut bacteria known to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and gamma aminobutyric acid, GABA, both of which play a role in regulating mood and anxiety. And studies involving both humans and animals have found that alterations in the gut microbiota composition can be linked to depressive and anxiety-like behaviors. For example, some research has demonstrated that individuals with depression often have different patterns of gut bacteria compared to those without depression. Chronic inflammation in the gut has been linked to the development of mood disorders, and inflammatory cytokines produced in the gut can influence brain function, potentially contributing to anxiety and depression. And some studies suggest that the inflammation can affect the brain's neuroplasticity and neurotransmitter systems, further implicating gut health and mental health conditions. Stress is also a significant factor that affects both gut health and mental health. And chronic stress can alter the gut microbiota and increase intestinal permeability, often referred to as leaky gut, leading to systemic inflammation. And this altered gut environment due to stress can in turn affect the brain and contribute to exacerbate symptoms of anxiety and depression as well. And that's why there's such a link between ENS as well as our emotions. There's emerging evidence that probiotics, which is live bacteria and yeasts that are good for health, especially in the digestive system, can have a beneficial effect on our mental health. This is sometimes referred to as the psychobiotic effect. And several clinical trials have been shown that probiotics can actually improve symptoms of depression and anxiety, although more research is needed to fully understand these effects and how to best use probiotics in mental health treatments. Dietary patterns also have been studied for their impact on gut health and, by extension, mental health. Diets high in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and fermented foods, which support a healthy gut microbiota, have been associated with lower risks of depression and anxiety. The research indicates a significant relationship between gut health and mental health, and the gut microbiota, gut inflammation, stress, diet, and probiotic supplementation all play roles in this complex interaction. These findings open up potential new avenues for the treatment and prevention of mental health conditions, emphasizing the importance of gut health in overall psychological well-being. The gut microbiota, consisting of trillions of microorganisms including bacteria, fungi, viruses, and protozoa residing in the GI tract, plays a crucial role in the gut-brain communication and has a profound impact on overall health. This complex ecosystem is not only essential for various bodily functions, but also for maintaining a healthy balance within the body. Here are some key aspects of its importance. The gut microbiota is involved in the synthesis of several neurotransmitters that are vital for brain function, like serotonin and GABA and dopamine. For example, a significant portion of the body's serotonin, a neurotransmitter that contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness, is produced in the gut. And the gut microbiota plays a critical role in the development and function of the immune system, like we've been saying, because it helps to educate immune cells and distinguish between harmful and harmless substances, thereby aiding in the development of immune tolerance and providing overactive immune responses that can lead to allergies or autoimmune diseases. These microorganisms are essential for digestion of certain foods, particularly those that the human digestive system cannot process alone, like certain fibers. They help in breaking down the foods in the process, produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, propionate, and acetate, which are important for gut health and have systemic effects, including on the brain. A healthy microbiota supports the integrity of our gut barrier, preventing harmful substances from leaking into the bloodstream and triggering inflammation as well. And this is such This is such key and crucial in preventing chronic inflammation, which is implicated in various conditions, including mental health disorders, as well as autoimmune conditions. Research indicates that the gut microbiota can influence brain function and behavior, potentially affecting mood and cognitive functions. This is partly due to the production of metabolites that can impact brain function and the gut microbiota's role in regulating inflammation, which can affect the brain. The gut microbiota communicates with the brain via various pathways, including the vagus nerve, immune system, and endocrine pathways. And changes in the gut microbiota composition can send signals to the brain, influencing mood, stress response, and overall brain function as well. Disruptions in the gut microbiota have been linked to ranges of conditions, including GI disorders like irritable bowel syndrome, metabolic disorders like obesity and diabetes, and even neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease. The gut microbiota is a key player in gut-brain communication and has a widespread impact on overall health. Its influence extends beyond the gut, affecting immune function, metabolic processes, mood behavior, and even brain function. Maintaining a healthy gut microbiota is therefore vital in overall well-being and can be influenced by diet, lifestyle, and other environmental factors. Incorporating specific dietary choices and lifestyle habits can significantly support and enhance gut health, particularly by nurturing a healthy microbiome, ensuring regular bowel movements, and reducing the impact of stress on the gut. Here's how you can integrate these practices into your daily routine. Add pro and prebiotics. Incorporate probiotics. These are live beneficial bacteria that can maintain a healthy balance in the gut microbiome. I take a probiotic every night with prebiotics. You can also include probiotics in your diet through fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha. These foods introduce beneficial bacteria to the gut, aiding in digestion and strengthening of the immune system. You also want to add prebiotics because prebiotics are non-digestible food components that promote the growth of beneficial bacteria in the gut, and they are found in foods like garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, and whole grains. And incorporating these foods into your diet can feed the good bacteria in your gut, promoting a healthier gut environment. Then there's the fiber. Dietary fiber plays a crucial role in digestive health. It helps in forming stool and promoting regular bowel movements, thus preventing constipation. Sources of dietary fiber include whole grains like oats, barley, and quinoa, fruits like apples, berries, and oranges, vegetables like carrots, broccoli, and leafy greens, legumes like beans, lentils, and chickpeas, and nuts and seeds. Aiming for a variety of fiber-rich foods ensures that you get both soluble and insoluble fibers, each playing different roles in digestive health. Then you want to incorporate stress reduction tools. Stress can have a significant impact on your gut health, influencing gut motility, barrier function, and the microbiome. Techniques like mindfulness, meditation, and yoga are effective in managing stress, and regular practice can help lower stress hormones, reduce inflammation, and improve gut health as well. Even simple practices like deep breathing exercises or engaging in hobbies can help manage stress levels, benefiting your gut health. Then you want to consider hydration and exercise. Adequate hydration is essential for gut health because water helps in digestion, nutrient absorption, and proper functioning of the GI tract. It also helps in softening the stool, preventing constipation. Aim for at least 8 glasses of water a day though individual needs may vary. And if you do regular physical activity, it's also crucial for maintaining healthy gut. And exercise stimulates the gut motility and bowel regularity, and also positively influences the composition of gut microbiota as well. Activities like walking, cycling, swimming, or any forms of exercise that you can enjoy can be beneficial. Aim for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week. By integrating these dietary lifestyle modifications into your daily routine, you can support and enhance the health of your gut, which in turn can have positive effects on your overall health and well-being. I just want to say thank you. This was a long one and a doozy one, but it's an important one. So I hope you got a lot out of it. Would love to hear from you. So please comment below and let me know any questions, concerns you might have. I will see you guys all next week. Thank you again. This is your Mind Your Health podcast and your host, Dr. Connie. I'll see you all later. Thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Mind Your Health podcast. If you enjoyed the episode, we would so much love it and appreciate it if you share it with someone who could benefit as well as to subscribe to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else where podcasts are found. And leave us a review. We would be so grateful, and it helps us to reach more people just like you, so you can become more empowered to enjoy longevity and health. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Dr. Connie Chung. And of course, you can subscribe to this podcast for a new episode every single week.